fix that up. Hey everyone. More lighting this way. Hi everyone, Helen Blunden here at Activate Learn on Twitter. Does anyone actually do library hauls? Have you seen library hauls on YouTube? I haven't. I know a lot of people buy their books, which is great. I know a lot of people download, buy Kindle books, great. But I must admit, I do like visiting libraries, and I'm a member of about 12 libraries in the area, and so I seem to flit from one to the next. But look at this. This is the haul I got from Bentleigh and Carnegie Libraries, which is in the same area of Melbourne. So let me show you what they are, because I'm not going to do reviews for all of these, simply because sometimes it just doesn't warrant doing a review on them. But I'll show you which I'll be doing a review on. This one. Last night I read this delightful book by Sophie DeVry, The Library of Unrequited Love. I'll do a review on this separately. Pretty lovely. This one, Mel Walden, Good News. We need a bit of good news currently. Now, this guy is a newsreader in Melbourne, so you probably don't know him if you're outside of Melbourne or outside of Australia, but he has snippets of different good news in our state, some historical facts. And as I love history and I love local history as well, I thought I might just read this, but I'm not going to do a review on this. This one, The Sellout by Paul Beatty, it seems to be on all the best book lists to read. I really don't have any knowledge about this, except that it is the prize, the Man Booker Prize. Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. So I really have no idea about this. If you've read this book, let me know in the comments. This might be one for a review, but really depends on if I like it or not. Okay, Rachel Cusk is another one I've been seeing her name about and her books. I picked this up knowing that it is the third book of a trilogy. Now, I'm kind of hoping that this is the third book and I've not read the other two. Yes, I do stuff like that. I read books that are not in order, but I'm hoping this is kind of like a standalone. If I like this, I'll go and read her other two books. So, Lee Sales, she's a ex-foreign correspondent, journalist, Australian journalist. This was on the bestseller list in Australia. It's called Any Ordinary Day, Blindsides, Resilience, and What Happens After the Worst Day of Your Life. I'll read it because I really like Lee Sales, her interview styles, her podcasts as well. And given that she's a journo who would have seen some really tough things, I think this might be an interesting book to read. Okay. The next one is this one. Believe it or not, it's an introduction to Indigenous Australia. It's called The Little Red, Yellow, Black Book. I'm actually kind of disgusted with myself and kind of embarrassed and ashamed that I don't know much about Indigenous culture in Australia, simply because it was never taught at primary school. Something that is the history of our country and our Indigenous people and culture that we simply don't get in normal Australia. Well, what's normal? In everyday Australia. Now's the time to learn it. So I thought I would read this as an introduction, although I have been getting into other books like Dark Emu and Talking to My Country by Stan Grant about the Indigenous cultures. Really, really sad that our education system back in the past just didn't do enough to teach us this. So I'm looking forward to that. This one I got, this is an actual play by David Williamson called Family Values. I don't usually read plays. I love going to them, but I haven't been in years. So I thought I'd do something different, something quick as well, called Family Values. Again, it's based on an Australian theme. It's basically a celebrated federal judge, his son a born-again Christian, his daughter a border force officer, her partner the captain of a border force ship, his other daughter a left-wing activist, his wife who has worked all her life to keep the family together, Saba, an asylum seeker on the run from Nauru. Nauru is where Australia places all its asylum seekers. Anyway, don't get me started. And on the eve of his birthday, is it too much to expect his wife and 3 children to celebrate with him? This will be interesting. Tensions. Now, this is another one. Don't laugh. Do not laugh at me, please, because this is something I am struggling with at my age right now. And it is, don't laugh, going grey. What I learned about beauty, sex, work, motherhood, authenticity, and everything that really matters by Anne Creamer, going grey. This has been really something that I've been struggling with as I turned 51. Some time ago I did go grey, but I didn't stay grey very long. I went back to dyeing my hair. So maybe this woman has some advice for me, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just sick, demented and twisted or scared of aging. All right, last book. It is this one I'm really looking forward to because I'm going to copy some patterns. It is Fair Isle and Nordic Knits by Nikki Trench. As you can see, this is something I have knitted in the past, and I loved it. I love it so much that I wear it all the time. And even though it is December the 24th and supposed to be summer in Australia, our weather it's kind of disgusting. Can you see that? Like, it's pretty bad. It's been raining non-stop, and it's been bloody cold. So I put on my favourite top. And so what I want to do is I actually want to knit a jumper. Let me find the jumper. I want to knit this. See that? Isn't it lovely? That would be quite easy for me, but I wouldn't do that bit. So just the top bit. What else can I knit? Let me show you. I might start off with something a bit easier as a trial and do this. Anyway, so I've got a lot of reading ahead of me, so best I start. Which one should I start? Okay, if you're thinking, what are you going to do a review on all those? I might. Okay, this is going to be the next review, so watch out for this one. Possibly the Sellout. Rachel Cusk, Kudos, possibly. Lee Sales, An Ordinary Day. Right, that's it. Best I get started. Bye for now.